your help. I'm gonna need your help later. Good afternoon.
Good
Call the meeting of the Liberty County Board of Commissioners to order. Mr. Mosley, has the meeting been properly advertised?
Yes, sir.
I see evidence thereof.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mosley. This morning we had a session and had a powerful prayer here, so let's follow with another powerful prayer. Please stand for the invocation and pledge of allegiance led by our county administrator.
Let us pray. Gracious and kind, most benevolent Father, we thank you for this beautiful day and your bountiful blessings. We thank you for the rain as well as the sunshine, Father God. We thank you for all that you do to make Liberty County a great place. We thank you for the people, and we thank you, Father God, for these Board of Commissioners who give it their time and their talents and their gifts and graces to deliberate the business of community and make it a better place. We thank you and we praise you. We pray that you be with them tonight to give them divine wisdom to transact the business of this community. These and all other blessings we ask in Jesus the Christ's name we pray. And everybody said, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and if Commissioner Walden is looking and listening, hello, sir. Glad you were able to make it out to the ribbon cutting. And we're continually praying for your car. I don't know, I'm just doing it just in case. I'd like to make one minor modification. We have with us today some special guests. Ms. Makia Frazier, would you please come and tell us who you have with you today, please, ma'am? And if that spokesperson would come with you.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I am Makia Frazier, the director of the Riceboro Summer Youth Program, and we have a few of our summer working students who are here today to visit the meeting to see how decisions are made and discussed. So my few that are here, would you please stand? Some of them are on their way, so they will be trickling in and out throughout the meeting.
Come on up front, come on.
Please, come on up front, come on up. Y'all can support your coworker here.
Well, you want me to give you, how do you want to handle it?
She can talk real quick?
Yeah, no, sir. You want me to give you a little more time for others to come, or?
Oh, no.
Okay, all right, okay. Your name, please, ma'am, for the record?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Malia Jones, and I'm a rising senior at Liberty County High School. I also serve as the president of the inaugural Riceboro Youth Council. And I'm here today on behalf of the students participating in the Riceboro Youth Program, as you can see. The Riceboro Career Readiness Youth Program began in summer of 2010. The idea was presented to the Riceboro Youth Council, to the Riceboro City Council by Mr. Spencer V. Clark and our current mayor, Mr. Stacy. Throughout the duration of the Summer Youth Program, our city has provided us with not only the funds we need to reap the benefits of our hard work, but also the tools needed to get a job and then establish a career. In this program, we all acquire many work-related skills which make us well-rounded employees or employers in the future. We are excited to attend the County Commissioner meeting today to learn how decisions are made in our community. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. All righty, Dr. Bell, you want to make a presentation? How are you? Good.
Good evening.
Good evening.
At our last attendee meeting, we told you about the good stuff that Keep Leary Beautiful was recognized for. But we wanted y'all to know that we could not do what we do without the Board of Commissioners behind us. We appreciate all of your support, and we know that without you backing us, we could not do what we do for our community. So we have a certificate of appreciation. This is a certificate is presented to the Liberty County Board of Commissioners in recognition of your exceptional dedication and voluntary service. You went above and beyond to help keep Leary beautiful, and that's in every aspect. If it was showing up for a meeting, you just don't know how much that means to our members of our board or the community, if it's showing up to a cleanup or a beach cleanup, you would not believe what impact that has. Your commitment, time, and effort make a lasting impact on our community. And it was signed by myself and Willa Lewis, who is the chairman for Keep Lyric Beautiful. So we thank you. And then we also have a certificate of appreciation for Liberty County. And you are Liberty County. That's everybody that's here, all of our cities. And this is a dedication to what we get from our from the support that we get from all of our volunteers. Right now, we have over 700 volunteers throughout the year. We pick up tons of trash. We have over 46 Adopt Liberty groups, and that's all volunteers. We have a beach cleanup. We just had one, and that was just people going out. That was over 40 volunteers. And for our regular annual beach sweep, a regular beach sweep is over 60 people. And that's people with boats volunteering their time, their vessel, and their gas, because it costs a lot to put gas in a big boat, to take volunteers out to go clean up an island that's in Liberty County. So, and the recycling program that we have, and going out to do our educational program in our schools, our summer school programs, and senior citizens. So we appreciate Liberty County, and we definitely appreciate our Liberty Commissioner Board.
Well, we appreciate Keep Living Beautiful, all that you do. You win award after award after award, so we appreciate what you do. It's very important that we take care of our community, take care of our environment. There's a group in here the other day that was concerned about the environment, so not only that part, but the trash part too. Go ahead, sir. You sure can.
Dr. Bill, you had an event down at the Midway Complex, Ocean Day, I think. I'll tell y'all what I seen. I went to that to see what it was about.
What did you see?
I'll make it real quick. You know, what I seen there, at one time I counted there were 60 small children. And it probably from 5 to 10 years old. I mean, and there was another bus that pulled in, so I don't know how many quite got off of that one. There got to be so many kids. And the events that she had staged with how trash and things can get, litter can get from one place to another through our storm drains and out to the beaches and different things. And these different scenarios she created, these kids were very involved. They really enjoyed this. And I made the comment to several people down there, I hope that these kids will go back and help educate their parents. You know, what you do, I highly commend. And I believe that these kids will go back and maybe tell their parents. Maybe a lot of people don't realize it. I seen a jar, I don't know how many cigarette butts was in it, had the cigarette butts in it. Simple thing, but when it starts adding up in places, it becomes a lot of litter, And they had many different scenarios. I just highly support what you do in keeping Liberty County beautiful.
Thank you, sir. We had 269 children that attended, 38 adults that helped out with 20 volunteers, which was over 100 volunteer hours for that one event. And we appreciate you coming down and supporting that event also. And we also fed every last one of them hot dogs, chips.
Hot dogs and hamburgers, they had it now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. I'm reminded this past Saturday at the beginning of the 5K at the pavilion by James Brown Park, we got to sweep up cigarette butts and all that kind of litter on the floor before you can get started with any event. So people use it just, supposed to be no smoking in our parks, but guess what? There is, and then there was even some like tobacco or something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It was. Had to sweep that up because we couldn't pick it up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
everywhere, any little thing that you can do is a great impact. So just that little cleanup before our run, people came into a clean area and not something dirty. You'd be like, ooh, what's going on? Y'all having a community event and it looks dirty. So just doing that made a big impact, that when they came in to volunteer and to the second Saturday of every month, family fun run free, free, that it was also a place that they enjoy coming and not tipping-toeing because they're over trash or litter.
Thank you. So you want a photo op?
Yes, sir.
If you will come up, you're in the compadre.
Fox.
This spot.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to begin on 1, 2, 3.
You get to keep these.
Display them prominently. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you again, Dr. Bell and your team. Microphone back on. Approval of the, the finance reports. Ms. Samantha.
Good evening.
Yeah.
First on the agenda for finance is the April 2026 financials. Starting with the general fund, as of the end of April, we have collected 96% of our anticipated revenues and have spent 77% of our anticipated expenditures for the year. Happy to report we currently have 7.1 months in our unreserved fund balance.
Yay.
How many months?
7.1. This time last year, for April, we reported 6.5 months. Turning to the departmental expenditures, there's only a few that are running ahead of schedule for the year. Superior Court, and this is due to all of the law library expenses being paid at the beginning of the fiscal year, so it skews the rest of the year's budget. The road department, for equipment repairs, this is coming down, but it's still showing over budget for April. And same with recreation. This is for our part-time wages. But the variance is coming down as we move throughout the fiscal year. Turning the page to solid waste. For April, we have total revenues of $4.2,000 for $4,256,000 for the year, fiscal year so far, and have spent $3.1 million. So we have an excess of revenues over expenditures currently of about $1 million. We've collected 85% of our total revenues for this year and spent only 63%. None of the solid waste departments are showing over budget for the month. If we flip the page again to the special revenue funds, none of those are showing over budget for April as well. Sales tax. For sales tax 7, we collected $1.2 million for the month of April. Collected a total of $41.5 million and have spent $29.1 million on our SPLOST projects. The next page is T-SPLOST. I'll call it T-SPLOST 1. The collections for this one has ceased since October, but we are still spending on our T-SPLOST projects. To date, we have spent $35.8 million. The total $59.8 million collected. And as we start to receive the next round of T-SPLOST, starting in May, so next month when I come back, I'll have T-SPLOST 2 included in your packets as well. And then the last page for your April report is FLOST. Just shows what we've collected in total, and then the 4 entities that participate in FLOST, what their allocated share is through April. So Liberty County has collected 2.1 million so far that we can apply to our current year budget for property taxes. So this will help us when we come back to do the millage. And that's all I have on April, unless you have a question.
I had a question.
Go ahead.
On the floss,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, I see it. We've only been collected that 4 months? Is that-
Yes, ma'am.
January.
January was just a tiny, tiny bit, $16.
January was,
So,
we didn't get a full month?
no, ma'am. The tax started in January, so we didn't receive our distribution from the state until February.
And that's only to be used for homeowners relief?
That's to be used to apply to our property tax, not just homeowners, but it's,
Property
has to be
taxes.
used to property taxes, yes, ma'am. So we anticipate collecting through June over 3 million.
And how much is a mill right now?
1.3, so it should be a couple mills.
That's what I'm
give or
thinking
take. Yes,
too. I
ma'am.
want the audience and those that are online to hear that.
We are
hopefully we'll
expecting
be-
to be able to decrease the millage this year, just for floss,
Right, and that's what
a
it was
couple mills.
supposed, it has to be used for.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
What does the state say? Our tax bills generally go out in December, but we'll be still collecting 2026 floss.
That will be applied to our 2027.
You apply to the
We
ne-
can only
okay.
apply what we've collected through June.
Only through the, that's right, they went back and added that.
Yep.
Yes, that's
sir.
right.
They changed that
That's right.
collection period.
That's right.
With the new
Yeah, because I
law.
was looking for a whole year. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Samantha, on this explanation sheet, it's good to see that we only got 3 that's over budget. And I had the pleasure of riding up the elevator with some ladies from they told me the clerk's office. And
They are real represented here tonight.
And when I looked at this report, when it says Superior Court, but that's not to be confused with the clerk's office, which is under budget. So y'all, when I was gonna take the stairs. It was about 6 or 7 of them, and they was ready to beat me up. I know they didn't have a gun because they had to come through the metal detector, but they made it clear that they work for the clerk's office.
clerk's office.
And please don't confuse that with Superior Court,
Any
which
other
is a
clerk.
little over budget. Okay, thank y'all.
Thank you. All righty. Just for very quick, young people, SPLOS is an extra penny that you pay when you buy something anywhere in Liberty County. T-SPLOS is one more extra penny. SPLOS is for capital, i.e. on Tuesday, you heard me bring reference. You want to brag about Tuesday, since that's kind of your baby, what we did on Tuesday?
Oh, yes, sir. On Tuesday, we had the pleasure of opening up our new health department on Highway 84 at the red light by Zaxby's, and that was paid for by your extra penny that was on the SPLOS referendum several years ago. So you see by what we built there, why that penny goes a long way. So, but that's one of the buildings that we were able to build with SPLOS. Excuse me.
And to speak to the spirit of collaboration, the Coastal Health District also set aside some of their funds
Yes.
for some time, and they contributed greatly to the project. And a third collaborative part is 3 of our local doctors gave us a good deal, I'm going to simplify it, on the land for the project. So put all that together, and you have what you see on Highway 84, the healthcare showcase of Liberty County. But that's kind of how it works. Now, when you hear talk about T-SPLOS, that's for transportation, so that's roads only. Roads and sidewalks, okay. T, transportation, okay? Also extra penny. And when you buy your McDonald's, do you even think about that penny? No. But guess what? As they say, it adds up, and we're able to do these kind of projects using those funds. T-SPOS, Commissioner Stevens said, right, roads and sidewalks, SPOS itself for capital projects like the new EMS, where Crystal, the new EMS building that's going up on South Main. All the work you see Hinesville doing, going down South Main, that's got to be T-SPOS dollars they're spending for that, transportation. And y'all, those kind of improvements are not cheap.
On South Main.
Sir?
South Main?
Uh-huh. Into Charles Frederick
There we
Boulevard.
go. Just for clarification.
Yeah. All right, just so you know kind of what the language is speaking here. All right? Any questions for Mr. Samantha on the finance report? All right, then we go on into the budget.
Yes. Next on the agenda for finance, I'm here to present for your consideration and adoption the FY27 proposed budget for the county's general operating fund, special revenue funds, and capital project funds. These will take effect on July 1st, the first day of our new fiscal year. A copy of the budget has been provided to you all this evening. Additionally, this information has been made available on our website, and a copy is available for review in our administration office. We held a public hearing at our mid-month meeting last month on May 21st, where we discussed the proposed budget in detail and gave the public the opportunity to speak and so we could hear from our county residents. But this is the product of our combined effort with the Board of Commissioners, admin, and finance, resulting from the budget process that's been ongoing since March. We've met with all the department heads, elected officials, to carefully review the budget requests for the upcoming fiscal year. But as you know, the county cannot afford to fund every request that is made. Total requests that came in for FY27, $74.7 million. This was cut down by approximately $3.4 million to bringing us to our proposed budget of $71.2 million. Additionally, I would like to point out that we have been very cautious as a group to make sure that we get a complete picture of our anticipated revenues for the upcoming fiscal year in order to make the best informed decision that we can for our county. With this being said, we're proposing a modest increase to the general fund of 4.05%. With the county having a June 30th year end, we are at a slight disadvantage due to the fact that we do not have the current year's tax digest in order to anticipate or calculate our largest revenue source, which is property taxes. The digest is currently being prepared and hopefully should be finalized July, August. But once the digest does come in, we'll review the FY26 budget again to see if any amendments will be necessary. But our goal is to be fiscally responsible, not have to raise the millage rate to support the budget that's adopted. Additionally, we are expecting, I mentioned this a little earlier, but to decrease the millage as a result of the state allowing us to apply flossed collections through June to this year's budget. Originally, we were going to have to wait until we collected a whole year, but they changed it to allow us to. So this will decrease our millage. But I'd be happy to answer any questions that you all may have.
Questions for Ms. Samantha?
Mr. Mosley, Ms. Samantha, with the enterprise, the vehicles,
Yes, sir.
what is the amount on that? I know, is it breaking out or does it go by the department?
It's included, let's see, it's in our 8,000s. Enterprise itself is not broken out specifically, but it's included in the debt service for vehicles, the 8,000 department. But it will also have some other finance vehicles that we have. So it's not 100% enterprise, but that's the bulk of it.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I have a question. I guess going back to the general fund, the expenditures
Yes, sir.
for this upcoming year for 2027. If you look down at, I'll just skip all the way through it, to 7620, that line item. Yeah. Youth programs, what was it last year?
About the same.
How about the prior year?
I think it increased maybe a smidge.
And the year before that? The year before that? The year before that? And the year before that? Okay, so that's what I was getting at. So, Mr. Chair, I sent out an email earlier about this, and I think it's quite fitting for today for us to have the Riceboro Youth Internship Program in here. Riceboro started that program, I think, 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And I think our first year having it here was maybe prior, like 2014, if I'm not mistaken, 2014, 2015. During that time, we had, I think we started with almost 40 kids that year. And this year, we're down to 30. And I think this year with City of Riceboro, if I'm not mistaken, you all have how many students?
25.
I have 25. City of Riceboro has 25. We have a $72 million budget. And we have 30 kids. And out of that $72 million budget, we're budgeting $58,000 towards youth development. Mr. Chair, I've given presentations for additional funds. I've broken out. I've even did PowerPoint presentations and everything, requesting for more funding. Our kids aren't just our future, they're our present. And as we see, like even the presentation I did for our summer, Safe Summer program for Liberty County, there's always been silence every time we talk about these particular programs. So I'm asking for an increase of another additional $150,000. That'll put us at $208,981. And I think if my math is mathing correctly, I mean, that won't even put a dent into increasing our budget. So, Mr. Chair, I guess this is I guess I'm requesting for a motion to increase that particular line item from $58,981 to $208,981.
First thing, are you making a motion?
I'm making a motion.
The motion is to increase the funds allotted for youth services to $150,000. Is there a second to the motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a second, but I do have a question, Commissioner Frazier.
Okay.
When would this take place? July 1st?
That's correct. So it'll go in place for next year, for our next year program. So we'll be able to increase our programs for next year, and also we'll make sure that we have enough money to fund our Safe Summer program as well, and be able to expand our youth development programs.
But when you say next year, now you're not, I'm talking about July, which is 13 days away. You're not talking about,
I mean, we do have
I'm
increasing
it for July 13 days from now.
That's correct, because that's whenever our general budget will go in place. Am I correct? That's correct. So we have to do it now to make sure that we have the funding for next year. But more importantly, we do have some programs that we're trying to expand where it's not just for the summer, but more importantly, year-round programs to keep our kids active from not just from an athletic standpoint, but from a STEM program and everything else. That we had a meeting the other day with the Board of Education to do a collaboration with that. And I think Ms. Frazier, she was on that call as well, So we're looking at doing some more collaborations to make sure that we keep our youth involved in all different types of capacities.
Commissioner Frazier.
Yes, sir.
You do have a director for the, right now, correct?
Yes, we do. We have
But I hear you
we
saying.
have Larry Lights Out.
I hear you saying that year-round. So will you have a director year-round?
I think with the right funding, we will. If you're I don't know if everyone knows, but the city of Hinesville has just hired actually a state employee / county employee to go move their youth development program forward. And with all due respect, our program is moving a lot more, I guess, structured-wise right now than where the city is at now. So I think it is time for us to look at having somebody full-time as well.
Mr. Chairman, with that being said, I was just wondering, you know, if you're wanting to hire someone, I mean, you're asking for 150,000, but do you know exactly where it would all be broken out?
I gave everyone a copy of the presentation. I did the
I seen the
presentation.
one that you sent, what did you say, call it?
The Safe Summer Program?
The one that's from 10, that the ages is from 10 years old to 21 years old?
Again,
I know.
whenever I gave that presentation, I said that the age limits, you know, we have an opportunity to adjust. And I requested support and also input on the age and everything else. And no one had anything to say.
I did give you my input on it.
Okay, well, I
And you-
apologize.
Do you remember?
I do.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, if you want to repeat it for the record, you can.
I said I was willing to go look into it at half of the amount that you were needing, and I asked you what the plans were.
I mean, I gave it a plan, sir. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, you know, if we're going to be committed, we need to be committed. And again, we have a $72 million budget. I don't. I'm not a math major, but I think, what is that? Less than 1/10 of our total budget. I think I did the math. I think out of every $100 that we spend, I think it's like 6 cents on every $100 for youth development. 6 cents.
Anybody else?
You don't think that's bad? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I say anybody else?
Ooh.
Hello, sir.
No, we
Still
just
waiting
started,
on
sir.
you, Commissioner. Come on in.
Good to see you, sir.
Talked about you earlier.
We thought you was on the phone,
No,
Ed.
wake me up. In talking with staff today, in light of what Mrs. Samantha said about the process, we worked very hard on getting this budget to where it is now. And we're looking forward to, I mean, and I do think only a 4.05% increase is minimal for a growing community and all that we have to do. I also, in talking with staff, Commissioner Frazier, they are willing to work with you to look at ways to enhance what we're doing now without increasing the budget by $100,000.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I'm just wondering why you all are having that conversation without me being present.
Oh, it wasn't, because you sent the information. We were just talking about the information you sent.
I mean, I'm always available. That's the only thing I'm saying. So we're saying that we're gonna increase the programs without the money. Is
That's
that
what I said.
Oh, well, can you repeat that, for favor?
That's it. Approve the budget that's presented, and then you will work with staff so they can look at ways perhaps to, what's the word? Enhance what we offer for our young people. They're willing to do that. And they think they can do that.
So I guess maybe I'm missing. So enhanced programs with financial help or no?
Well,
No increase?
they're going to, yes and yes. Some things they feel they can do now without increasing the budget. There may be some things we have to go after some funds to fund.
Okay. Ms. Richardson, you just told us we have, what, 7.1 months in reserve?
Yes, sir.
In layman terms, how much money is that?
A little less than 40 million.
And I'm asking for how much?
Thousand.
How much?
150,000.
And we have $40 million in reserves.
Explain that to Samantha, please.
Oh, trust me,
Oh, no, let her do it for the audience.
Okay, because I was about to say, I mean, I could do it. I've been up here for 13 years. I understand how that works. I understand the 10 months that we,
Well, let's
that
be
that we have.
transparent then, let's be transparent.
And I'm being transparent. I think I truly am. What I'm saying is, I understand we go through thin months. I'm a taxpayer as well. But even with that being said, we're still on a level prior to what we were last year. You just said that. Was at 6.5 last year. We're at 7.1 this year. So even with that 0.6 difference, that's way over 150,000, correct?
Yes.
All right. That's the only thing I'm saying. I just feel that we have the money. We just have to have the will.
Samantha, how much money does it take to fund the county for a month?
For 1 month, it's a little over $5.5 million.
So that money be
And that's
going in
just
a heartbeat.
average month.
Sir, I've been up here in some of the most difficult times in American history. I was here when we had COVID. I was here. That was one of the most critical times that this government, locally, state, or federal, has ever been through, and we made it. We have some of our employees here. You all know what we went through during that time. And during that time, let me tell you the impact that we're still having
Commissioner
to this
Frazier.
day. Mental health. The mental health is still with us to this day. We can all deny it, but it impacted our kids, even my kids. But again, I'm just that's my motion, and I think Commissioner Gillard made a second. So I'm just requesting for a vote.
We're in
And if
discussion.
you all voted down,
We're
you all voted down in public.
We're in discussion. Young people, just so you know too, this board funds the Liberty County LCRD. All that you see them do is funded through this body.
Well, let's talk about that.
No, we need to talk about.
What's the budget for the rec, the parks, recreation, and leisure? And that's another thing. Recreation is not just for the kids and the programs that we have. Recreation is for everyone, from 9 months to 99 years.
I would agree.
So,
I would agree.
Ms. Richardson, since the chairman brought that up, what's the budget for recreation this year?
2.8 million.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Last year, what was it?
Probably 2.6 million, 2.5,
Prior year.
about the same.
The year before that.
Yes.
The year before that. The year before that. How about the year before that? My point exactly.
And there's been some discussion about the necessity
We-
to increase the LCRD budget.
And that's the point. We discussed to discuss. To discuss. To discuss. I sent out an email earlier where, and we're gonna get to that, and I have a long speech for that too, about the Liberty County Economic Development Authority. But now we have it on agenda that we're talking about economics. That's later, and I'm gonna leave my spiel for that later. But I've been talking about expansion of recreation since 2013, about bringing on a revenue generating project since 2013 to offset these taxes that we're about to vote on. A revenue generating project. I mean, I have receipts from Bullitt County where they're saying that it generates money. But we haven't moved. And my son during that time, he was 2 years old. He's about to be a sophomore in high school. So,
All right.
Mr. Chairman, of course, I got in late, and I'm sorry, excuse me, and
Yes, sir.
excuse me for being absent the last few months, but what, is this on the agenda that we're talking about?
Well, Commissioner Frazier sent that in today, so he made a
Oh,
motion.
You sent an email?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he made a motion for us to put it on the
Well, I'm
floor.
sorry,
so-
I missed it.
good.
I was just looking here and thought I was lost.
Yeah, it's not on the agenda.
Have we had the pledge of allegiance?
And we
prayer
did,
already?
yeah, yeah. In fact, it came in today, that request for his came in today. So.
Okay, I'm sorry
And
about
everything
that.
was already prepared by that time.
Excuse me, Commissioner Frazier.
no problem, Commissioner Walden.
Everybody ready? Everybody good? All in favor of the motion as presented? Will it be known by show of hands, please? All against?
Raise it high
In
now.
taxes, I'm against it.
Raise it high that you all are
I've got it
against
up here.
expansion of youth development programs.
It's raising.
There we go. I love it. Love it.
All right, Mr. Samantha?
Yes, so we'll need 3 motions on the budget.
Before we move forward, Mr. Chairman, I want to make a statement. I appreciate everybody's warm thoughts and all during my absence and cards I've received during my wife's death. And I've been gone a long time, but to back up on what Commissioner Frazier sees, a lot of the people in this room and these sitting up here on this board, we never had a youth development program growing up. Now, I don't know what the plan is, and I don't know where the money's gonna come from, Commissioner Frazier, but, I mean, we probably need to have it the day before. I mean, I just read a little bit of it right here.
You were gone. I presented this a couple times.
Do
And
what? Well, I know.
You were
You
absent.
talking about the swimming pool, the burrow, splashing a burrow?
No, that's,
No?
you've been gone. It's okay.
It's okay. All right, then.
Right.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna be for raising anybody's
It's-
taxes
it's-
for
Miss,
something like that.
Mrs. Richardson, again, can you please explain to, I guess the vote has already been done, but.
It has.
But it has not, it will not raise taxes. That's less than 1% of our entire, actually, what is that, 1.01% of our total budget?
The 150,000.
Right. And then Commissioner Stevens told me yesterday that, well, my bad, before the election, he said he was in support of it, but I guess he changed his mind.
I was
now.
in support of one, not
It's
the
all good, baby.
150. Not the 150, sir.
It's okay.
Okay, what was
Not
next
the
on the
150.
agenda?
Come on, clear the air.
Next.
It was cool on Monday.
Mr. Chairman, we voted to approve the budget, right?
Yes, we
Because we
did.
worked on this
We need
budget
3
since
motions.
what? March or April?
Yes, ma'am.
We've been working on a budget.
And I've been
And
requesting,
he's been requesting.
and I've been
so
requested it,
You're exactly right.
But your request
We
was
took-
heard.
We didn't.
and
take it up.
denied, obviously.
Well, that's
So?
government, young people, that's government.
No, that's not
We
government.
don't
That's
always
that's
agree.
being out of touch.
No.
That's what you call that.
But, Mr.
Let's come
Chairman,
back together.
Before we, I would like to recognize Linda Thompson and your group of employees. I know we got a lot of employees in here, department heads, but Linda's just about brought all of them. I don't know
Stand
if
up,
she's
y'all.
gonna treat y'all to dinner or what, but she's brought them all. Stand up, Linda. We ain't seen you in a while either. Y'all help her up.
You and your department.
That's right, all you other ladies. I don't never have to go over
What
there
you call them,
hardly.
V clerks?
There we go.
That's what they told me.
They-
That's what
Y'all
they told me.
don't
They
whip
are
up
deep.
on any others.
Deep
but-
clerks.
Glad to have y'all with us. All right, Linda, good to see you. All right, now we ready.
All right, Mr. Samantha.
Yes, sir. So we would need a motion to adopt the general fund budget.
Mr. Chairman, I make that motion to adopt the general fund budget.
Second.
Motion and second without general fund budget as presented, and as has gone through a lot of work diligently to get to where we are now. I
Yes,
cannot
sir.
express that enough. All right. Any other discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. All right. We do know we can make adjustments as necessary.
Mr. Chairman,
I'm sorry.
I wanted to say something tonight.
Did you? I'm sorry.
Through
I
the
apologize.
discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already voted, and I am gonna, vote to approve the general fund, but I do wanna say, and I did miss a lot of the budget sessions, and I wanna apologize for that, but I did send an email that said that, you know, we have to operate, and in 13 days, it'll be July 1st, so we need to have that. But I would like for us as commissioners, you know, to be real frugal when, once it's adopted, and when, you know, July 1st come here, let's just kind of wait and see, wait on the digest, and you give us time to see how things are, because we do have to set the millage, and we kind of behind the 8 ball. I work for the city, and they set their fiscal year starts November 1st. And by that time, all that
They have that.
information is in, and they have that. We kind of blindsided, because we don't have that. Here it is now, the end of June, and we don't have it, but we got to have operating capital and everything for the 1st of July. So, you know, we'll put it in, and Commissioner Frazier, I want to say that, I think if we wait and see, how things, come about with the digest, before we set the millage.
Yeah.
And, I'm not for raising taxes, and I think there was some hard work done on this budget, to ensure that we don't, but we won't know until we know. And if it looks like that we have to, then I think we can revisit and maybe pull some stuff out. But if look like that we can, I think that may be the time, Commissioner Frazier, that we can maybe add that. Now, the chairman said that they're looking at ways that they can probably get it done with the 72 million that we got. And if 72 million is what we're gonna have to operate in the new year, and it doesn't cause us to have to raise taxes, or raise the millage, then I think we'll be good. And we got the what's that thing, Matthew, you said,
Floss.
the floss, we got that to consider for the first time. Yeah. And I've always been one, since I've been here, maybe not my first few years, but I would tell Joey back when he was here that what we need to do as a county, because we got a dedicated group of employees, that we start the budget process every year from zero and do zero-based budgeting, and you take all our employees and you put them in. You put them in and you give them a COLA, you give them the longevity, and then you build from there. But you put that in, and all the window dressing, if you want to call it that comes with that. Maybe it's a pickup truck that we don't have now that we won't. Maybe it's I'm picking on my buddy Clinton, maybe it's a tractor that we don't have now, but that we won't. But if we take our 90, however many county employees we got, and we put them in first and take care of them, because they're gonna be here when the tractor goes out. They're gonna be here when they can still ride in the old F-150 for a little while longer. But when you put the salaries in, the longevity in, and the merit in, and all the new trucks, if you have to raise it, and we don't want to raise taxes, let's take that additional stuff out and just make sure that our employees have what they need. Because without them, there'll be no one to drive the tractor. There'll be no one to operate the brand-new truck. So let's take care of them first, and I think we've done that. And when the digest comes in, before we set the millage and do everything that we have to do, if we have to go back in and we got enough room to do something, by all means. But if we got to trim, let's trim, but let's leave our employees whole, and maybe not buy this or maybe not buy that. I'm voting for the general fund now, blindly, not knowing what the digest is gonna be, not knowing what we're gonna have to do to keep taxes at a standstill. But we do have to operate. And that 13 days from now, it's gonna be July, and we'll have that. But we don't have to run out and spend it like you got your rich uncle's credit card. You can hold back a little bit until we get more information to make a more informed decision. But I vote to support the budget because it was a lot of hard work going in there. And I think Samantha said we cut $3 million, some kind of way, to come down to 72. And if we find out that we need another $1 million so that we won't raise taxes, then we're gonna have to get that $1 million from somewhere. But don't get it from the backs of these employees here. That's my comment.
Just because we approve this doesn't mean we got to spend it all at one time. Let's be frugal with what we got.
Exactly.
I'm trying to remember, when you brought the first proposal to us, it was, what, about $100,000 out of,
Out of balance?
yeah.
That first time we met?
And what was my direction to you? What was my direction to you?
Cut.
Go back and
Need to
cut
do
it
some
out.
cutting. Yes, sir.
Go back and cut it out.
And Mr. Chair, again, I mean, I'm the same way. Trust me, I pay taxes, a boatload of them, from residential to commercial. And with all due respect, the floss don't even affect the commercial standpoint or the investment properties. I opened up my assessments the other day. The only one I'm saving on is my personal house. Everything else at 0. So that's the clarification right there. I'm saving on my primary residence. That's it. Secondly, since I've been up here, our general budget was $30-something million. Now we're at 72. And back to talking about recreation, 60% of that is employees. And again, I've always been supportive of the employees and the COLA and longevity. I understand that. But also understand when we're talking about the quality of life here in Liberty County. And the quality of life starts with our youth and end with our employees. We can't complain about everybody moving to Richmond Hill when you go over to Richmond Hill and you see their recreation department and their facilities and be like, oh, why are they going over there? That's the point that I'm saying. If we don't start investing into our recreation, parks and leisure, and our youth, we're going to keep having these same issues. We can't keep kicking that down the road. And we've been kicking that down the road since I've been up here. I mean, I had a whole lot less hair. Then I grew my hair. Now I done cut it back. Now I got gray hair now. And we're still having the same conversation. And Commissioner Gillard, I commend you for what you're saying. But you and I both know, whenever it comes down to things that we truly, really want, we find the money. There's not one day I've been up here where it was something that we wanted and we didn't find the money.
All right.
For the chief the other day, we found 3 new fire
Commissioner
trucks.
Frazier, please, sir.
I mean, we're talking about $72 million. I don't think this should be a quick discussion either. I talk longer
We've been
than this,
discussing it.
but I know.
This is-
Even
this-
if I go
this is
by
a
a house, I
culmination
have
of the
more questions
discussion.
than that.
Yeah.
And I mean, y'all, same thing. Oh, we care about the kids, but we don't want to put no money.
Everybody has an opinion, my friend.
I mean, no, that's factual.
Yeah.
We're talking facts. It's either we're going to put the money up or not. There's not no opinion
All
about
right,
that. Wow. That's the first time in 13 years I've seen you bring that up.
Well, I said to Commissioner
I
Frazier,
got
please,
you.
sir. You hear
I
that?
got you.
Use that first.
Understood.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm just passionate about our kids. You know, we having kids getting shot and everything else. And, no, we don't need no extra programs.
All right, Smith.
Yes, sir. We need a motion for the general fund.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's been a motion and a second. We're just ready to vote. Oh, no. Matter of fact, they voted. But no, you didn't ask for the nays.
Yeah. That's,
We're at the nays.
his discussion.
You made the motion, I seconded it.
We
And then
voted.
when it was time to vote,
Yeah.
only you and I voted for it, and everybody else voted against it, so.
That was the first one. Then I made a motion
Right.
to approve. Yes.
No, we
On
didn't.
the,
There was 2 motions on the floor. One was for the money that you were asking for.
And y'all said
then-
no.
And then the other motion was
General fund.
on the budget.
Absolutely.
for the resolution.
Right,
For the resolution on the general operating.
right. That's the one that's on the floor now.
And it was the yays. Y'all already voted yay. So it's just time for me to vote nay. That's where we're at, for clarification.
All right.
Report him as a nay vote.
I'm nay. And it's not against our employees, but somebody got to stand on business.
Resolution.
And that's me.
Whereas the administrative staff of Liberty County has prepared and submitted to the governing authority of Liberty County an annual general operations budget for the year beginning July 1st, 2026 and ending June 30th, 2027. And whereas the Board of Commissioners of Liberty County has studied and reviewed the prepared budget, is considered in the best interest of Liberty County Board of Commissioners to adopt the budget. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Liberty County that the annual budget here to attached and made part of for the period beginning July 1st, 2026 and ending June 30, 2027 is approved.
Chair, entertain a motion to adopt the resolution.
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. All opposed? One opposition, all right?
Is that for the special revenue funds?
Yes.
Okay, yes, sir. Whereas the administrative staff of Liberty County has prepared and submitted to the governing authority of Liberty County all special revenue operational budgets to include ARPA, E911, victim witness, jail construction and staffing, multiple grants fund, confiscated assets, record service center, law library, technology, drug abuse and education, juvenile services, hotel motel, child support recovery, jail commissary, opioid settlement, floating option sales tax, transportation assessment fees, and the Liberty County Projects Corporation for the year beginning July 1st, 2026, ending June 30, 2027. Whereas the Board of Commissioners of Liberty County has studied and reviewed the prepared budgets, is considered in the best interest of Liberty County to adopt the budgets. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Liberty County that the budgets hereto attached and made a part of hereof for the year beginning July 1st, 2026 and ending June 30, 2027 is approved.
Special revenue.
Yes, sir.
Chair, entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. Special revenue resolution is adopted.
Whereas the
Nay.
administrative
Oh,
staff
I'm sorry.
of Liberty County has prepared and submitted to the governing authority of Liberty County special purpose local option sales tax 3 through 7 budgets, the T-SPLOST Transportation Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax, number 1 and 2, Capital Projects Fund Budget, Impact Fees Fund, and the Wright Army Airfield Fund Budget for the year beginning July 1st, 2026 and ending June 30, 2027. Whereas the Board of Commissioners of Liberty County has studied and reviewed the prepared budgets, is considered in the best interest of Liberty County to adopt the budget. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners that the budget hereto attached and made a part hereof for the year beginning July 1st, 2026 and ending June 30, 2027 is approved.
Chair, entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second, someone? Second. Further discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. All opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
Trent Long, he's over there?
Hiding, he over there hiding.
Learn where the camera is not. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Want to say, first of all, Eddie, super glad to have you back. So
Well.
glad to see you.
Good to be standing up sometimes.
Glad you're here. Just want to run through real quick. Try to keep everything short as I can for you. St. John's Road, we're getting close on those plans. We did apply for some LRA funds for Allenhurst and have those, so they have a little bit more money to make that work. Main Trail, Timmy, if we could sometime next week, let's get together and talk about the one parcel that we have that's outstanding and maybe a direction we want to go about getting that last parcel, and then we can move forward with that. Not Main Trail,
Butter Blunt?
Butter Blunt.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Yep.
call me whenever you want
Justin's
to do it.
not keeping me straight.
No, don't worry, I'm coming.
Just call me when you want to do it.
Yep, I will. Main Trail, we're coming pretty close with those plans to be ready. We do have all the money for that. I do want to go get an easement down at the end of the project where it goes out beyond the right-of-way into the ditch that goes down the power line.
Yeah.
Needed a little bit of extra depth right there to get to
You
that.
talk about going back toward the power line toward Rick?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Mr. Chair, so both of these projects are in District 4?
Yes.
No, sir.
No,
Butter Blunt's in
Main Trail
District
is
4,
in
Trails
the
is
trail's in District 1.
District 1.
Trent, he's gonna catch what I'm going at.
made a polite mistake again.
So St. John's is in District 1.
No,
Yeah, the
that-
Main Trail's in District 1, Butter Blunt is in District 2.
Oh, got you.
Chairman.
Oh, so that's the trails. That's what,
Main Trail.
got you.
Off of Egypt, off of.
Trent, Mr. Chairman.
Main trail's off of 196.
Trent, could we back up for a second?
Yep.
On now St. John's, that's in Allenhurst. That's my district.
It is.
Okay, now, and, is this the project that we talked about when the city and everybody came over here 6 months ago, 5 months ago?
Yes, sir.
The same one, okay.
Yeah, we have all the funding for it. We're trying to finish up plans. You had just asked me to include it on my monthly report.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing.
Okay. For some reason, I thought since it's been so long that we had already been finished with it by now.
Now we're getting ready to get started.
Okay, all right, okay.
Kings Road drainage improvements, we're working on the.
Just a minute there, before you leave that main trails there. You've already secured where you're gonna put the water coming off of that road, or is that gonna be you gonna have curb on that road?
No, sir, I'll have roadside ditches.
Do what?
I'm gonna have roadside ditches.
Okay.
Yep.
And the water's gonna go which direction? I mean, you've got,
It's gonna split. It's got several different directions. It's
but you
gotta
got
go-
retention, is what I'm asking. Where's the retention pond's gonna be at? Because there's a lot of,
Yeah, there's not a retention pond.
okay,
So, we are just improving the drainage so that the water does go away from that road. Because that's one of the key things I've gotta make sure works on that road. If I don't get the water off, my base is gonna fail. I wanna make sure I get the water off.
Right.
well, and I've been down that road a bunch, and the water comes off and goes in those people's yard.
Does.
So you're gonna have to cut the road down?
Well, so what happens is that everybody has a yard and a side yard that goes to the rear. So even if you're coming in, the houses on the right, they all have a ditch in their backyard that
Right.
goes all the way down to the power line easement, but we
Right.
don't have access to. So a lot of their water's still going there. Now, what I'm doing with my drainage plan is I'm making sure that my roadway is at the right elevation and that my roadside ditches catch everybody's front yard. And in most cases, I'm getting low enough or lower than the side yard drainage that they have that goes to the rear. So if something happens with their rear yard drainage, there's a secondary outlet that flows toward the roadway that drains the project.
Trent, let's make sure that we don't push that water to that other subdivision right beyond it.
No, it's
You
not
know-
going that way.
Okay, all right.
It's going the other way. It all either goes toward the state route. There's a little bit that goes in the middle. There's a wetland that flows through the middle. And I've got some relief valves for that. And then the rest of it goes all the way down to the,
Power line, okay, all right.
but I need about this much, I need to dig that ditch out about this much for about a couple hundred feet to get
Okay.
to a better grade. So I just need a little easement right out the end of that road.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, real quick, Mr. Long, quick question. If, hypothetically speaking, I'm building a subdivision in unincorporated Liberty County, it's mandatory that I put curb and gutter down, right?
It is. So in this subdivision.
So,
was
so
built-
just because this has been,
Pre-existing.
right,
Yeah, so this one was done, subdivision was done before.
I know.
And so, I mean, we could go back in, all our budget, everything we've done for this has been based on roadside ditches and improving it like it is. Now, what'll end up happening is if you do curb and gutter, then I've got to lower everything so the water can get to my drainage.
So this is more value engineering.
Or I've got to have longitudinal pipes and yard drains in everybody's yard. Then I've got to have more grade all the way down to the bridge underneath 196. So I run into a lot of physical problems
I'm
in trying
just-
to do curb and gutter.
I'm tracking. I just wanted,
And so our costs are exponentially more to go
Okay.
with curb and gutter.
But,
And our goal is here to get them with a good drainage.
Good road.
right.
but Trent, I guess, just to
Yes, sir.
piggyback on what Commissioner Fraser said, our subdivision ordinance does call for curb and gutter, but we still, even with that, we still have the option to not have it.
That's right, that's right.
In
Because
some-
it's a-
in- in
Now,
some-
there are a
in-
lot of cases that we go through when some of these roads we're doing, like a lot of times when we're doing stuff in Lake George and Woodland Lakes, you'll notice we went out there and did a lot of those with curb and gutter, because they didn't really have any roadside ditches, and the curb and gutter worked well. And so what we try to do is, our first option is to use curb and gutter.
Right.
Actually, with Butterblunt Road, I've looked really hard at trying to use curb and gutter Butterblunt Road, but the way the roads, the yards and everything are structured, it makes it terribly difficult to do it, and then your costs become so much it's very difficult to bear. Very much like your Live Oak Drive.
Right.
You know, that got to be almost an unbearable cost.
Right.
Just because I got so much pipe, I got so much water I gotta move, it becomes a pretty difficult cost. So what you gotta do,
On that?
what's that?
Is this the price, or is this the
No, that's how much money we got, in LMIG funds. So, but we've got, a little short of $1 million that we've all, got budgeted for this. So we've got the money budgeted for this. Okay,
When can we expect some activity?
I'm gonna have this thing out for bid, during the month of July.
That whole road's gotta be ground though.
Yeah, it's more than just grounding, it's
Yeah.
kind of digging up. I gotta get deeper than just grounding it in.
So you're gonna have to
It's-
start on
it's
the
got
far
some-
end first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it, the hardest part about this one is keeping it passable. I gotta be able to keep it passable, and I gotta keep, everybody in and out as we're doing it. Because we're gonna have to raise the road up a little bit too.
Well,
Make this happen.
I wasn't on the board when it was done. I just remember when the project was built, but,
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
long
no.
time coming. Those folks, that's a terrible place to be.
They've been waiting 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't been 30.
Pretty close.
All right, we talked about Butterblunt Road already. Barrington Ferry Road, roundabout at, 17. We're redoing some of the legs on that, based on some speed questions that DOT had, trying to get that information over to them. I skipped over Kings Road drainage. We've got the CMPA permit, we're working on that. We just had the, Joseph sign, the marsh jurisdiction determination request that they are requiring as part of that. So that's moving along. It's, last time we did one of these CMPA permits, it took them a year to process it. So we're
And that's the
going
one,
through that process as quick as we can.
that's the one that's bringing the water across the road from the
Yes,
plantation?
That's right.
Okay,
That's right. We're now making the bigger pipe, there.
right, and going through the yard, okay, all right.
I met with the property owners and, we've got everything kind of worked out, but I'm still processing through that permit.
Okay.
Sunshine Lake Road, we got the contractor going back out. There's a lot of reels in the shoulders. We had expected him out this week, but he didn't show up, so we kind of called him to urge him to come on back and get those so that it doesn't get so far out of hand that it's a problem. And that's working out pretty good. The Live Oak Drive improvements, he's supposed to be out there first part of July, putting down asphalt. So, he's trying to wrap that up, another project and get over there. The Liberty County EMS building is pretty much finished. So the contractor did a good job over there. We had the final walkthrough on the site, late last week. Then I wanted to talk about
Mary Todd.
I'm sorry,
Mary Todd.
I was coming to
No,
Mary
you
Todd.
said Long
I went
County.
past it up here, but
Uh-huh.
I had
All right, tell us. What you got?
my note
Okay, got your
down
notes.
here. So I got County Line ready. We're ready to send those out probably in about, not next week, following week. We're 80% finished on those construction
Good.
plans for the overlay and letting that go. I've got all the appraisals in, on the, Mary Todd
Mary
Road.
Todd.
We got all our folders. We're getting ready to contact everybody. But I do want to sit down with you and go over all our dollars as far as what the offers are for everybody and how that goes, before I start meeting with everybody. So sometime next week, if
I'll
you've
try
got
to
some
make an
availability.
appointment with you.
Yes, ma'am. Sometime if you have some availability, I'd appreciate that. That way, before we start spending all that money.
Yes. Okay.
That was it.
It's a little map you got on the backside.
Mr. Chairman, I wanted to mention something to Trent here. Of course, it's in Commissioner Thrift's district, but I saw some people pulling off 196 going to, they were coming from the Glenville area, and they were pulling off to go into the recycling and the transfer station there.
Yes, sir.
And that needs to be looked at as far as the decel lane right there. We need to, I don't know if the DOT will do that one or not, but it's when they're coming from,
Coming from Glenville, turning
yeah,
into
they
there?
can just make a right-hand turn right there.
Yep.
Now, the other way, of course, they'll have to go across the lane, but we need to do something right there. Just a decel lane where they can turn and go on in there. You get two cars,
Yeah, there's been several accidents there. Can you put that on your list?
I
to
can't,
look at?
I didn't know there had been accidents here, so I
There
wasn't
has
sure.
been, rear end.
Okay.
You can look at that.
Would that qualify as a safety?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Also, got going too fast. At your pleasure, I've got ready to go with the Decel Lane intersection improvements at McIntosh Lake Road.
That's fine. You don't need to have if the DOT's approved it, let's go ahead and do it. You need
Okay,
to,
I'll get that out the ground. Okay, I got it. Well, thank you. I hope everybody has a great night.
Thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
thank you.
Yeah, young people, just FYI, Miss Samantha, finance, if you're looking for a career in finance, that's what she does. Miss Maria, the administrative assistant, the air traffic controller. She runs everything today. And the gentleman who just got done talking is an engineer. So you got to see three different, have I missed somebody who came up? Yeah, vocations of what you could possibly be in your future, in your careers. All right? And these ladies who stood up earlier, so you don't have to be elected, you can work on the other side of it. Because Melinda's elected, but they help to keep our court system running. It's a lot of moving pieces in the court systems. So these people have to keep it moving. All right. Just a little brief synopsis of what they do. All right, Liberty EMS, am I right? Yes, sir.
Chairman, Commissioners, I am here regarding asking for approval for an MOU. This is for an additional military unit that has reached out to us requesting that they conduct their clinical ride-alongs while they're back here at home to keep their skills up and whatnot. So we've been in collaboration with this particular unit, so I am just here asking for permission and approval to obtain this at our service.
This is the one that you do every year?
This is an additional unit.
Okay.
We've had, this would be our fourth unit that has reached out that we've done and collaborated with. We've had success with that. It allows them the opportunity to train with us while they're back here at home. It also allows them to have the opportunity to possibly pursue part-time employment with our agency as well as looking at career after they complete their dedication to their military time. So we've had success. This is this is a new unit to us, but not a new MOU, so to speak. It's something that we have done before in the past.
Okay, everybody good?
Yeah.
If so, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor, show your hands, please.
I don't want people to think I'm against everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Chief,
it's thundering outside. It's gonna rain. Just don't worry about the fire.
It is, yes, sir. Chairman, Commissioners, I come before you tonight. This is for the renewal of the Riceboro IGA. This is a contract that I come before you all every year to renew. This is just an intergovernmental agreement for the city of Riceboro to respond to calls. No changes to the current contract. Current contract does expire on June 30th of this year.
Same contract?
Same exact contract, yes, sir.
Okay.
This is, and just a quick synopsis, this is the change that the board passed this time last year was paid per call based off of the FEMA reimbursement rates, which are set. They have to submit paperwork and data to us, which in turn, I go through, QC it, and turn that over for payment for finance to cut the city of Riceboro a check.
Right, okay.
Where previously, we were just cutting them a check.
Regardless of-
Last year, the board wanted some accountability, so that's what we're sticking with.
So have we seen a savings?
So far this year, I have received one pay request that was right in the tail end of December, beginning of January, $3,573.68 is what was paid out to them for the first 6 months of the budget year. I have not received anything yet.
Okay.
For the remainder.
Okay. Chair, you make that motion? Oh, sorry.
That's a question. Does Riceboro have a full-time paid fire department?
No, sir, they do not. They have a volunteer.
Volunteer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So talk to me
So
about-
all the calls, we run all the calls all the way up to South Newport?
We will run the calls if nobody is there for them to run. This contract is for them to run calls in the unincorporated area around their city limits that we don't have a county fire station within that district.
You say this is for them to run their own calls?
Them to run calls outside of the city limits in the unincorporated area. So we're contracting them, asking them to run calls on behalf of the county fire department or the county. Because we don't have a fire station close enough.
But you just said that they don't have a fire department, did you?
They don't have a full-time fire department. They do have a fire station, and they have a volunteer crew. Yes, sir. So what'll happen is if an emergency comes out, dispatch will tone them out, no different than they do any of the other fire departments in the county. And volunteers will either answer up on the radio and say, I'm en route to the station, pick up an apparatus, respond to the call. Or if nobody does respond, then Miller Park Fire Station 18 gets dispatched and we respond out into that area. If that takes place, then we will send a bill to the city of Riceboro for that.
Well, that, for example, at 6:20 on a Thursday, June 18th.
Yes, sir.
If something was to happen down there, we'll probably get that call, the county, probably, unless some of the volunteers are down there.
It has to go through the threshold of the Riceboro Volunteer Fire Department getting toned first, and then will roll to us. Yes, sir.
How long? I think that'll help you.
So, and I'm gonna turn or I'll let Miss Erica speak if I'm wrong, but, dispatch receives the call, they will dispatch us. They wait 2 minutes and will tone that first station again and tone the second station. So the first station is Riceboro, the second station in this scenario would be Station 18, Miller Park County Fire. So they have 2 minutes from the time that dispatch notifies them to answer up on the radio and let them know that a volunteer or a responding unit is en route to handle the call.
Well, yeah, and I guess, we got somebody on duty right now.
Yes, sir.
And we'll give them the chance to respond during that window, and if they don't, then we get it.
But what that does is it pulls our units out of their primary district and sends it down into the Riceboro area, which becomes taxing on the county. Which is why this time last year, the agreement was that they can bill us for the calls that they run, and if we end up having to run the calls because they don't, we will bill them.
Mr. Chair.
Well, this billing is something I want to talk about, that I've expressed to some of my fellow commissioners, is we billing individuals for fires.
Yes,
You and
sir.
I have talked about this. Why are we billing individuals when they're paying their property tax and their sales tax to support a fire department?
Yes, sir. So that individual got billed because he violated a law.
Well, has he been to court? Well, that's what I'm saying. How can you charge a man for something if he's not been to court for it?
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say publicly that, we got the fire chief, but, you're not the judge neither. So let's just make sure that those things are addressed, Brian.
Yes, sir.
That's a $5,000 to put a fire out, and it took somebody from McIntosh County to see the fire. And you said we got fire departments all over the place.
So the individual from McIntosh County is Georgia Forestry. That has nothing to do with me.
Well,
and
right.
as far as billing them, that's no different than getting a bill from 911 or having to pay to rent a park here in the county. They're all tax-paying citizens, but there's a cost for things.
Right, I understand that, but that price was a price, who put that price on it?
That price is set off the federal FEMA reimbursement rates that this board approved to use based off of the equipment and the hourly. This is the same schedule that we have followed since 2019, since we stood up this county fire, sir.
I'm just saying, I think those
And-
prices need to be, what else would they be doing?
So that gentleman's cost also was looking more towards a $9,000 cost and was already reduced, as well as he was potentially facing felony charges, which all were not held against him as well, sir. So I did give him a break.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we need to, there's things like that right there before a citizen calls. Of course, it wasn't in my district, he knew me, it was in Commissioner Stevens' district
Yes, sir.
where it was at, and but what I'm saying is we've got the fire department in all the county, and we had to have a fellow from McIntosh County to find it, which is nearly 30 miles away, And that was a little strange,
Pretty
and all of a
nice.
sudden.
He was in a
we've,
tower.
He was in a fire tower, sir.
Well, I understand that he's in a fire tower, or they said he was in a fire tower. I don't know.
Commissioner Walden, did you reach your goal of expressing your public?
Yeah,
Okay, all right, sir.
I'm sorry, he's excused.
Right. Ms. Chair, I just have one question, sort of what Commissioner Giller was talking about. I mean, I understand this MOU, and I know why we put it in place to implement it. But my question is, so, like, prime example, Gum Branch, City of Gum Branch, they have a volunteer fire department, don't they?
No, full-time.
No, sir.
Oh, they shut that
Full-time.
down?
So
It's been
Full-time.
down since we
City
did
of Gum
ours
Branch
up.
Volunteer Fire Department was actually the first volunteer fire department absorbed by Liberty County Board of Commissioners back in 2012. And that's what stood up the Gum Branch, the new Gum Branch station that was
15.
completed, which is Station 15. Now, we do have a substation that is located there at City Hall still.
I was about to say, I
where
know
we
I
keep-
see something over there.
Yes, sir. We keep a piece of equipment there, and that's
Okay.
to help with the ISO districts and the ISO ratings. But that is what we call a substation. Volunteers, our reserve program, will respond to pick up additional apparatus if needed.
Okay, and that's like less than a mile away from each other, right?
Yes, sir.
And that helps the ISO rating?
It does.
Why, because, all right, is it because?
So as
Just
weird
a-
as this may sound, the intersection of 196 and Pipkin Road, there's unincorporated Liberty County area there. And you've got to have a county fire department within 5 road miles. Not a fire department. It has to be the responsible fire district has to be within 5 road miles of that vertical improvement.
The Pipkin and 196?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
VFW is county, is not city.
Yeah, I know, that's
Yes,
why
sir.
I'm doing that project over there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is a fire department on Airport Road with the city. So
100%.
That's city.
That's
It's,
it.
but it's,
That's
that's the city.
That's city.
And it goes by off of the annexation. So,
Or the lack of,
or the lack of,
they
yes,
don't
sir.
want to be a part of the city.
Well, Joyner Road. All of
Understand.
Joyner Road is unincorporated Liberty County. First couple hundred feet of Live Oak Church, or Live Oak Drive is county. West Pine Street, multi-family dwellings,
That's-
apartment complex, that's county.
Yeah, that's my district.
Yes, sir. So
I'm
that
tracking.
gets a response from Fire Station 15 out in Gum Branch,
Just-
not from Airport Road.
Okay, and I guess I have one more question. Let's go back over to the Miller Park Riceboro situation. You're saying that is a 2-minute difference, and I know whenever they get the secondary.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm saying is, say for instance, hypothetically speaking, I'm a City of Riceboro volunteer fire.
Yes, sir.
I'm at home. I'm way more than probably 2 minutes away from the fire station. So if I pick up the phone and be like, oh, well, yeah, I'm coming, I have to get in my vehicle, my personal vehicle.
Put your shoes on.
Definitely got to put my shoes on. Put my shoes on, go to the fire department, change into it is pretty cool how y'all just jump into that. But, I mean, that still takes a few minutes. Then get into the fire truck.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm saying is, and then go to the destination.
Yes, sir.
Am I missing something? I know you're tracking.
You're not missing, and I agree with both of you gentlemen.
So what I'm saying
I
is
100% agree.
that might take
ISO
20 minutes to get to the destination.
ISO.
Whenever Miller Park could just jump in
I
because.
think he's talking more so about when you explained that.
100%. So I can agree with you. Miller Park may be able to get to a call faster out there. 100%. I don't disagree with you at all.
Right.
But the reason why we have to go into these agreements is because while we may be able to get there faster, they are more than 5 road miles from the Miller Park Fire Station, which means insurance premiums and rates shoot through the roof.
Trust me,
So this contract is to keep those insurance premiums lower.
Okay, cool. I understand the paperwork side.
Yes, sir.
When I'm talking about the response side, because you and I both know, most of y'all calls aren't because of a fire. I'm talking about response time if somebody is having some type of cardiac arrest or something. So do y'all communicate between those two?
We do. Yes, sir. So like if
And what's the age limit, the average age of the volunteers out there? I'm not trying to be funny, but
I don't I don't mean this in any.
Because what I'm saying is,
but I think-
I'm
I know that
45 and I know I look like
I
it.
know that Chief Fitzgerald is up there in age, but he's still getting out there and running calls. I
Right,
want to say
yeah,
he
he
might
still
be
does.
in his early 70s.
Man, I'm
Nah,
45 years
he's
old,
bumping his
man,
80s.
and-
Is he bumping his
And
age?
I'm not
Yeah, he's
fast as
bumping
I
late.
was when I was 20. So the only thing I'm saying is, I'm looking at from, when we talk about public safety, I understand insurance. One thing about insurance is something that you pay for it, you never want to use.
Yes,
I
sir.
get that part. I'm talking about response time. Do you all communicate? If what I'm saying is, if I live off of Barrington Ferry, and I'm saying, hey, I'm going to take this call, because also with them taking a call, don't they still get paid per call?
So they only get paid per call if they actually respond to the incident. So what will happen?
So
is-
I'm responding. Say, for
So
instance,
if
I'm
you're
responding.
Liberty County is not responding. If you don't respond, Liberty
Then
County
the-
will respond, and then we bill the city of Riceboro.
I got you.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
what happened in
Now,
Raleigh.
and some other misconceptions is people think that these fire trucks go, they don't. They are governed at 62 miles an hour by the U.S. Federal Highway Administration.
And that's why we need the rapid
So-
response
Correct.
vehicles that
But
I've been
so-
talking about.
So the distance from Miller Park to, call it, exit 70, or 67 in Riceboro, 10, 15 miles, so you got 10, 15
Easy.
minutes of travel that fire truck has to take to get there.
And sir, that's why I said we need some 250s,
Yes, sir, and we're working on it. I've got to get.
preferably some Chevys.
Yes, sir.
Don't go with the Dodgers or the Fords, go with some
And
Chevys
we
to
have
get
the
on down the
vehicles, we're
road.
working on getting the personnel.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because that's what I was saying
Yes, sir, you brought it up and.
years ago.
And the board was authorized it to happen.
Right.
We have it. I've got to get the people to put in there.
And then we just bought 3 more trucks, big trucks that are governed by, like you said.
Yes, sir.
They're slow.
Chief Dowdy.
Yes, sir.
Question. I heard what Commissioner Frazier said about the first response truck. They don't carry water.
They do not, no, sir.
Okay. They are mainly there to get on the scene and triage, look around and see what's what. The only way that we can cut down on the response time is build more fire stations.
Yes, sir. On both sides, I would say yes on both avenues. I do agree with you, those vehicles do not carry water. Their primary focus of what the board asked for was because 70% of our call volume is medical.
That's the point.
is-
That's
is
what I'm
putting
talking
those
about.
to limit the wear and tear on our $1 million apparatus. But,
I wouldn't.
but we still have a primary focus of having to put fire trucks on scene at structure fires, respond to fire alarms. So I will sell, both of you gentlemen are correct, and it's my job to figure out how we're gonna navigate that. And come
I
up with a
appreciate
plan.
it.
But EMS is on the way from 17.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So we got a station there that's going to 67 or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
So if it's a
Yes, ma'am.
car crash or something.
Chairman,
I think-
Trying to get, I didn't mean for Brian to do an in-service in here today.
Not a problem.
Yeah, but I just have one other question. I got 6 hours of text messages on here from a guy that's real passionate about fire, and
Okay.
He accused me of having a vendetta against the fire department, which is pretty strong, but, you know, I got 6 hours worth of text messages. But I have a question, because I've also heard, and when I ask questions, that's not part of the vendetta. I ask questions because I don't know the answer, okay?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I've never asked anybody how much is 1-to-1. I knew that for a long time. I know the answer to that one. But my question is, and I've heard that the first responders or the firemen respond to every call.
No,
They don't.
that is incorrect.
Like,
Now,
if there was a fender bender at Crossroad, right there by the 2 churches,
we would dispatch.
y'all would send somebody there. I
So,
mean,
so I'm gonna
for
lean,
something like that.
I'm gonna lean I'm gonna give you a response, but I'm gonna lean to see if I get hit in the head by Miss Erica. It's all solely based off the information that the caller gives to dispatch. If the caller calls dispatch and says, hey, I was just in an accident, there's no injuries,
Okay.
fire is not getting dispatched. And there are numerous times that law enforcement will get on scene for the traffic accident, and somebody will go, oh, my neck hurts. Just as simple as that.
Okay, and I'm glad you said it. So fire wouldn't be dispatched, and you're talking about fire from
From
the
anywhere.
From the county, not even Riceboro, not even their volunteer would go down the crossroad. for
Anywhere,
that.
I believe what I'm saying is the proper protocol. So if a caller says, hey, I've been in a fender bender or a traffic accident, no, nobody's hurt. the only people that go is law enforcement.
It's police.
Now, if law enforcement gets on scene and out of safety and liability, and somebody goes, ow my neck, ow my big pinky toe, what is going to happen is that officer will go, badge numbers to Central, I have an injury here on this, can you go ahead and send me fire and EMS? And unfortunately.
And that's when the 2-minute thing between the
Yes,
county and
sir.
Riceboro kick in.
Yes, sir. And I will say that a lot is on our callers. I can't tell you how many times I've sat down with Miss Erica and it's a plane crashed into a train and blew up this building. And we get there and it's iPhone crash detection because somebody dropped it in their floorboard of their car.
So we don't respond, fire does not go to every call, is what
We
you're
go to
saying.
the calls that are dispatched.
Because I did actually, maybe you didn't understand my question. I said down on, way down there on the coast, Colonel's Island.
Yes, sir.
from
Farthest
where-
point is Yeoman Road and
Yeah,
Islands Highway.
way down there, and I said, if somebody got rear-ended and broke the tail light, would y'all go? And you told me, yes. You said we wouldn't send a fire truck, we may send a pickup truck.
Correct.
Well, that's still responding, right?
It is. And yes, we would send it if it came in as traffic accident with injuries. Doesn't matter if it's just a broken tail light, doesn't matter if there's any damage at all. If somebody says, hey, there's a traffic accident, and somebody complains of an injury, myself and EMS have a legal responsibility and liability to be dispatched, go and ensure that aid is not needed, that all hazards are mitigated on my side, all medical situations are mitigated on EMS's side, and clear the call. So it ties up units. We deal with a frequent flyer in Liberty County who misuses the 911 system.
Misuse it.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir. So back to, I'm coming
Thank
before
you.
y'all for the Riceboro agreement. And again, this is on the pay per call. And I'm just looking to to renew a new contract for 12 months. With an effective date of July 1st, 2026, expiration of June 30th, 2027.
Okay, who wants to make that motion?
I'll make that motion, Chairman.
In this second, almost 3 seconds, all right. I don't think there's any further discussion, am I right?
No, sir.
All in favor?
Yeah, we don't got, as long as we're getting money for it. You got the check, Mr. Chairman?
Huh?
You got the check from Riceboro already?
No, I don't think we need the check because they probably responding within 2 minutes.
There's been a good response, yes, sir.
Okay.
He said we got one check this year.
We've only done one payout this year. I'm sure that it'll be coming here in the coming weeks, if not right after July.
All right.
Or June, sorry.
Thank
you, Chair. Thank
Young
you,
people for pointing out once again, you might want to be a fire chief. I lost all my young people.
I think you got a
That's fire
couple.
chief. All right. All right, and now coming is my Director of Public Works, Mr. Clinton Wells. He and Commissioner Gillett have similar jobs.
And Commissioner Blunt.
And Blunt, yeah.
Yeah, but they're, Commissioner, they're a lot better than me at theirs, so, give them props. We sent out bids, spec sheets to get bids to replace the front end loader. I think one we have now is a 03 model. Got 4 bids back. Hills Machinery, which is the Hitachi dealer in Savannah, was the cheapest. $180 even, $180,000.
So let me guess, we got money.
That's just, we found some sales tax money we're gonna use.
What brand is this? Is it Cat?
It's a Hitachi.
Hitachi.
We got
Not the
money,
same
huh?
comparison as what you got.
Yeah, the Hitachi dealer, they've got some decent equipment, pretty good equipment. No complaints. It was cheaper.
And no complaints on their equipment?
No,
They've been pretty easy to work with?
they're getting there.
All right.
I
Hanging
make
out
'em-
there.
I do have one question, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead.
Quick.
Mr. Mosley, or either Mr. Wells, this is not a budgeted item from the current budget. This is something that, this is not a budget item that we did this time last year for this piece of
It's in
equipment.
the CIP. We put it in the CIP.
Oh, okay.
But we're just trying to get,
Just try. So, again, we got 12, 13 days for the end of the year, and if it was a budgeted item, why hadn't we got it before now?
no, it's in the upcoming CIP. We just got some sales tax money. We're trying to get it now.
Well, is it gonna be charged to the budget that we just approved or the one that we on now?
Strictly SPOS,
Should be on the one.
It's
we
on,
own.
it's funded out of sales tax.
SPOS money.
SPOS is
Okay.
not
Yeah,
with
the
the general
sales tax,
fund.
not,
Okay, okay. So
not
we
tax rate.
buying,
Out of SPOS funds.
buying a front loader out of SPOS?
Right, yeah,
Capital.
capital.
Okay.
Drainage.
Drainage
Well, I can
department.
attest to you, Mr. Chairman, I've seen him with the other one, and it needs to go.
I agree. I make a motion, we approve.
Trap yard.
I second it.
Motion is
I make a
second, we
motion, we
approve.
approve to get that tractor,
Second.
front end loader.
Any further discussion? All in favor, show your hands, please. Front end loader, SPOS funds, once again, young people are still here, that's the penny money. All right.
Anything else you need?
Mr. Wells?
Yes, sir.
We got a tractor up next.
sir.
Tractor's a little, we sent out bids to try to get some prices to replace some tractors. We're having problems. I know y'all seen the, non-contract stuff we spent in the last few years. We've got some 2020 models that we took prices on, was trying to replace them all, but we got prices back and they was high. More than I would come here and recommend that y'all, we spend right now. But we do have to replace one of the smaller tractors. It's a 2008 model. That's, I mean, it's about to quit, about to give up. Now, we did get prices back. I sent out prices to Kubota, John Deere, and New Holland, and I'm Massey Ferguson, trying to shop around and get some different, because even though Kubota's cheaper, I mean, I'm not gonna come here and recommend you buy them. I got some numbers here, what we spent on tractors over the last 4, 5, 6 years on 2020 model Kubotas. That's pretty bad.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to add that Clinton was sending quite frequent emails saying, we
Yeah.
having issues with these tractors. So
I see them beside the road all the time in my district.
he'd sent those
They
emails
broke
quite a bit to
down.
Samantha.
Put
now.
aside the road,
Side road.
I see one on Lewis Frazier that had the hood up the other day.
I know. Every time they come to District 3.
We've had
We're gonna
problems.
get that straightened out right now.
I think Commissioner Thrift, because
I
we
see
got
a
the
John
most
Deere.
roads.
I'm sorry.
Lost as well, Mr. Tiller?
Yes, sir.
A lot of kids that live in my
I
district.
wanted to get that out of the way. Everybody know that the John Deere is not the cheapest.
No, but it's the
I'm not
best.
coming here and
One of the best.
recommend the,
Clint, how many tractors do you have? How many tractors do you have?
Not bad.
we have 4 tractors. We have 2 little tractors and 2, no, I'm sorry, we have 5 tractors.
5 tractors.
Including the side mower.
Right.
And we have 200 horse Kubotas and 2 50 horse Kubotas. One of the 50 horse Kubotas, we pretty much parked it to the side, and, I mean, it's an 08 model. So, I mean,
So you
they're
need
wild.
really 2 tractors.
Well, I'd love to have 3, but,
Have you got people to drive them?
yeah,
It's unbelievable.
I'm just saying, really and truly, you got people, if you buy the tractor, you got to buy the mowers, you got the mowers.
we got the mowers, we got the people to run them. But the 100 horse John Deere tractors is 17,500.
Oh, I forgot, I get it. Everybody,
Uh-huh.
kids up here are grown, but me. I get it. That's what
Smaller
it is.
tractors, how many horsepower?
60,
How many?
60.
You like the
And
tractor?
nobody kids live here.
I like the John Deere. I haven't had any
Everybody
deals
move.
with them in a while. That's the reason I made the recommendation to Mr. Mosley. Hey, let's buy one John Deere now. Let's run it.
Oh, man.
Make sure we ain't jumping into something else. We don't, that's a problem.
Yeah,
And then we can revisit the bigger tractors later.
well,
Just one other question. Clinton, I know we have some inmate labor, but inmates don't operate none of the.
No,
Okay.
no, they pick up trash is all they do.
No, the reason I asked that, I manage a project in southeast Georgia, and they have inmate labor, and, when that city had it, they let the inmates operate equipment, backhoes and stuff like that, but when we came in, we told them for liability purposes that we couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
you know, up until this point, we all required CDLs and license check and all that good stuff, and it was hard to get in, make you pass all that.
Commissioner Gilley, I
No,
think if they try to
know he
run,
probably couldn't pass
y'all could catch him.
background check
Ain't
if
going
he's in
but
jail,
5
but-
miles.
but
but-
what they were doing over there, because he was locked up and he had that skill set, he can operate a backhoe.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they
they-
let him do it, and I say,
Yeah, we've had some come through that
got the
could
wrong
do a lot of
uniform
things.
on, Playboy, is what I told him.
Samantha,
the grass is getting higher, folks,
So-
let's do something.
were there, on his CIP request, did you have 2 tractors listed as high priority? Or did you-
On the CIP, we had front end loader, and I think we just had the one tractor
One
listed.
tractor, okay.
contractor, but we had all the problems with the other two that I went ahead and got some prices,
Okay.
hoping that it would be something we could make work, but when I got them, like I say, my recommendation was to buy one. Let's make sure we wasn't.
How long will it be before you know, I mean, I'm trying to look for you another tractor, I
Yeah,
guess, if you've
yeah.
got somebody ready to go on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I know those tractors they get used a lot.
This is,
And, you know, maybe something we need to do, look at every budget cycle for CIP in that department.
You talking
Or
about-
every 2 or 3 years at least, because they get ran ragged, quick.
Those are 2020 models, and we've run tractors a lot longer.
2000 and what?
20. The
20.
newer tractors. Now, the older tractors are 08 model.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna replace.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about
But the
replacing.
next one in line is a 20,
Right.
so that's already 6 years old,
And that's the ones we've had most all the trouble with.
the newer model.
I'm
So-
not trying to replace them right now. I just got some numbers so we could look at. I'm just trying to get the little one replaced. I'm just letting y'all know that that's what we have.
but his
looked at.
CIP report would indicate this. So okay, go ahead.
Decided to fund it through SPOS 6.
All right.
Where's our attorney at?
Okay.
Can we take road money and put in that road department? Sales tax money?
About your capital,
Sir?
capital equipment, yes, sir.
Capital, yeah.
Capital equipment.
You don't have a team just works that anymore then, do you? For your
I'm
roadway?
sorry. I'm sorry, Commissioner, I didn't.
I said, you don't have just a team that works on the roadways, let's just say in Commissioner Stevens' district, and I got one dirt road, I think, in mine. Maybe, that's more than that, you come on into Flemington, but that's what I'm saying, you can take your dirt road, what we used to call a dirt road district, that's got them in there, add some to that fund to help get that, because one tractor is not gonna never be enough out there. I mean,
no.
I don't even have nothing but 10 acres, and I got 2. Of course, that's just me, that, you always got one tore up. So I'm
Clint.
just trying to figure out how to,
Mr. Wells, how many tractors do you actually have to cover the whole county? 2. So by the time your tractor leaves Fleming and gets halfway down to Riceboro, the grass is already 2 to 3 feet tall back in Fleming, right?
Years
Clint,
ago,
let's
I'm sure
get them
of
some
y'all
more
remember.
tractors. Let's get them about 4 of them. Let's do it. We need some more tractors. Let's get them some more tractors.
Yeah, I mean, years ago, we used to have 2 crews
Right,
split up, but
yeah.
funding and employees and all that good stuff that got.
All right, so we'll do your,
And can I?
When is the
I'm
last time y'all
sorry.
been to Schuman? Have y'all seen that game
I'm
room
sure
over
you're
there?
very familiar with John Deere tractors.
Game room over
I
at-
got 5 out there.
at Schuman?
There's 75
Schuman Center?
horsepower tractors pulling 12-foot batwing mowers, similar to what you got,
Kinda old
They're
games over there, right?
2009 models, and they're still holding up
Pool
very
table
well.
broke.
I like to just, hey, the John Deere stuff holds up well.
Most of the counties around here is going to John Deere. Bullock, Glenn, Wayne. I've heard that they're all having the same problem. Everybody's got something going on that they ain't got a hold of yet.
well, let's get the grass cut. You ready for a motion, Mr.
so
Chairman?
on the recent CIP list we just sent out, the tractors will be on his list. SPOS. You can add it, okay.
piece of equipment on CIP or special interest to still do a splice, so we make sure we have
Okay. Got your marching orders, sir. All right. Did we have a motion?
We did.
Had a motion, a second, we have a
Second.
Did we vote? All in favor?
One tractor or 2?
One.
one, and you gonna come back in 3 months, 6 months?
Look at the finance lady.
I'll run it a little while, make sure that, yeah.
You wanna run it a little while, make sure it works?
Yeah, and I can
before you-
appreciate you when you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, 'cause then you'll know it's a good model or not, then you
That's
can,
what I said. I want to make sure before I come here and recommend something, that was out much more than
yeah,
what we needed.
all right. Just- Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Clint.
Moving right
Mr.
along.
Mosley.
Who's next?
John Deere contract.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, we have a request here before us. The Liberty County Development Authority is engaging retail strategies to do a comprehensive retail study for Liberty County. They have asked the county, the city, and the Chamber of Commerce to each contribute. The cost is $50,000. They're asking the county for 10, the city for 10, and the Chamber of Commerce for 10, and they will pay for 20. And this is for a 3-year, so this is a 3-year commitment to do the study. They propose in the study to provide information in terms of comparables, that is, businesses that would be ideal to locate in Liberty County. They'll provide a marketing guide, and they also will provide training education materials for individuals who are helping the recruitment process of those types of businesses.
Okay, and they will facilitate the project, if I may say project.
And, Mr. Chairman, I don't know, maybe several years ago, we had
Was.
something like this
It was.
that came in, and I don't know, I believe the county participated in it before we had the 84 corridor starting to build up as it is today, I guess you would say. And we were a part of that, and I sat in on several of their meetings or input sessions, and I see where it worked out very well. And that, to me, 10,000 for our portion, and then what we get in return, especially off sales tax or whatever's good return.
And that would be 10,000 for the 3 years.
For 3 years,
Yeah,
so a
3
total,
years.
so that's a total 10,000?
10,000 for
Per
3
year?
years.
It's gonna take them 3 years.
So that's 30,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. There we go. Mr.
Yeah.
Chair, can I get the mic? Thank you. All right, Mr. Chair, you remember since 2020, you and I, Mr. Brown, Mr. Davis, we've discussed the Liberty County Economic Development Authority. During that time, that present time, you sent me out to give it a presentation to all the municipalities, and I did so, except for Gum Branch, and Gum Branch was going through a new mayor. I brought back a signed letter from all the mayors stating that they would want to participate in the Liberty County Economic Development Authority, where we would have a representative from every municipality and also from a business standpoint. I even did a presentation on that. I put the structure together and everything. And my thing is this, and Commissioner Thrift, what you're talking about, technically, the study that we did didn't bring Oglethorpe Square here. What happened was the city of Hinesville created the Hinesville Development Authority, which I had an opportunity to sit on, and also our chairman. And when the city of Hinesville started that authority, Ms. Chair, I know you remember, how much money did we have? None. We had no money. A matter of fact, now we have a sitting development authority member on there. I think vice chair, right? There we go. I remember I used to be the vice chair over there. You're making me proud. But more importantly, even with that, we had no money, but we had a vision and we had a will. And what happened was we created the Oglethorpe Square, and in lieu of taxes, they paid the Hinesville Development Authority some money so they could move on to do additional projects. So again, I'm requesting, let's do a collaboration with the Development Authority, and at the same time, simultaneously, let's create the Liberty County Development Authority so we could bring all the municipalities together under one roof and we all participate. And what I'm saying is, if we have, in my last presentation, you asked, how were we going to pay for it? Obviously, we have the money to pay for it, to at least do the groundwork. And I think once we get our first couple projects together, I think we'll be able to move forward with that. So I'm not against supporting this, but I think if we're going to support it, we need to also look at creating the Liberty County Economic Development Authority so we can have all the participation from all the other municipalities. Riceboro, Midway, Allenhurst, Walthamville, and everyone else. That's just my thing. And I really don't think we need to pay $30,000 for somebody to tell us that we need more commercial growth. I mean, I could pull that up on ChatGPT in 10 seconds and do that for you, or no cost. So again, Mr. Chair, I'm asking humbly again, some of these things that I bring to you all, listen, I have zero financial interest in this. The only interest I have is I want to make a place here in Liberty County where I reside, and also where I want my kids to be able to have a gainful employment and a quality of life, and that they don't have to move to Atlanta like I did or anywhere else. That's what I'm trying to do. And what I'm saying is, back in you were saying that we weren't looking at being in economic development. So are we looking at being in it or not? Because with all due respect, I think that right now the Development Authority, have their hands full over there.
This request came from the Development Authority, sir.
And again, I think you all have your hands full with other obligations right now.
I do know that, if I'm wrong, you correct me, that you have been advised, definitely know by a county attorney, that there's no need to create a separate authority.
Well, actually, I just talked to our county attorney, and he said it was a good idea.
When it could operate?
I literally just talked to him in the back, and actually, I talked to a lot of your board members that sit on the Development Authority as well, and they are in support of us doing a collaboration.
Well, when the Development Authority meets again, get on the agenda and come and present to the entire Development Authority. I hadn't heard that. I haven't heard any of that. I'm on there.
I don't want to name them, but
Anything else, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and say this because people are here. And we asked, had they heard from you? They said what?
Who hasn't heard from me?
No.
Who?
You know, so listen, so if that's something you have already worked and is working, take it to the Liberty County Development Authority, and you all come back with whatever that collaborative effort is.
Again, Mr. Chair, again, the point that I'm saying is, even back then, you asked about financial or who could run it or something. And let me just say something real quick. Even when we're looking at somebody who could run it, I was just on LinkedIn, right? I was just scrolling. And then I found somebody who I think could run it. And I'm talking about a deep resume in grant writing, a deep resume in planning, a deep resume in development services. One used to be a director of planning and development services, and also have over 6 years of strategic business development and governmental relations. And that person, we don't even have to hire that person, because you know why? We already have that person on our staff, sir, who could handle this, Mrs. Hunter. And I think that's why we hired her. I was reading your resume, by the way. There we go.
All right. Yes, sir.
Mr. Mosley, when you said the partnership, you said it's the county, and you said the city.
Hinesville
The city of Hinesville.
Chamber of Commerce.
And the Chamber of Commerce.
And the
And
LCEA.
Development Authority.
And Development Authority.
Yes, sir.
So that'd be 10,000 from each of them?
No, sir, the Development Authority would do
Doing
20.
20.
And then
20.
other partners would do the 10.
10,000 a year.
Mr. Chairman, I know, and this may not tie into the school board, but at the ribbon cutting the other day, you said that I don't know, something like One Liberty, and that we would include the school board into some of the stuff that we're doing. And I don't know if this is one of those things.
No.
But I do remember years ago where we had kind of like a partnership to fund the library or something like that, and then we got either email or phone call from the school board, and they said thanks but no thanks. That's been years ago, but we bring them in now, but this is not something that we would bring them in on.
We'll all benefit from it, you're right.
Well, and I know they got money. Okay.
I guess the question I'm asking, what's the benefit of this for somebody? So we're gonna pay somebody this type of money to tell us that we need commercial growth.
All the deliverables, sir, I didn't hear, once again.
I read it. I read it, a SWOT analysis. I mean, how many times do I talk about us doing a SWOT analysis? All the time, right, sir? So what I'm saying is, I guess I'm in the wrong business. I need to just get into consulting, because
All
this is.
right, any other questions, Mr. Mosley? Not the chair entertain a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second, that we in agreement, look for the fruit thereof. Any further discussion? All in favor, show of hands, please. All right, 10,000, opposed, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I apologize, sir. All right. Administrative report, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna call Mr. Trip Duke to come up and talk about the event that EMA is sponsoring on next Friday. I'm surprised, but I want you to share with the board.
Thank you, sir, for that we're on the spot thing there. So it is start of hurricane season, June 1st. We know we're getting into that, and it goes all the way till November 30th.
Arthur's on the way, isn't it?
What's that?
Arthur?
Arthur is out there,
Yeah.
so we've already got one down. Nothing coming this way. So we do a big community outreach throughout the year, whether that's presentations to churches, government, businesses for, how to plan. But we're also doing a Lowe's event. We're gonna have a bunch of vendors out there. Well, I don't say vendors, but participating organizations that will just interact with the community and tell them how to prepare for hurricane season. We'll have our CERT team out there. We're gonna have EMS is gonna be out there, fire is gonna be out there. Couple insurance companies, but that will be at Lowe's from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Friday. Come out and join us. We have some free giveaways. Some of I think Lowe's is gonna be donating a generator that we'll raffle off. We have a couple of our hurricane buckets that we raffle off every year too. We're gonna do that also. I think EMS is gonna have a, bring your teddy bear and help fix it up. So it'll be some good stuff for the kids and for the adults, some education stuff. Leslie.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, board.
Thank you, sir.
Also, Mr. Chair, I want to remind everyone that we'll be having our ribbon cutting for Jesse Stevens in Broad Bay Park on next Tuesday, starting at 9 o'clock for Broad Bay, and then 10, I think, for Jesse Stevens. So I want to ask all the board members who can to come out and support the effort. Then on Wednesday, our work session at 4:30 p.m. And on Thursday, our Progress Through the People, sponsoring the county. And Mr. Trent Long is the official sponsor, so Progress Through the People with the county as the emphasis. And that's starting at 12 o'clock at the PAC Center. And we also met with the city of Hinesville. Commissioner Gilliard and Commissioner Walden took the lead in trying to erect some new fence around the pavilion. And in the process, we realized that we did not have an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Hinesville. So I met with the city manager, and we got together and came up with some ideas, and we're going to present that to Kelly to put together an IGA for us in the city of Hinesville. And also, the last thing I want to mention is there's been some material coming from ACCG talking about the L host, which is one of the laws, again, to help with, or one of the initiatives to help with property tax relief. And so I wanted to find out a little bit more about it, and I had a conference call with Alicia Vaughn of ACCG. We currently have FLOSS, and she and I talked about it. She said with all the exemptions that you have, she said really it's more profitable for you guys to stay with FLOSS than of trying to entertain an L host. The major difference between the L host and the FLOSS is with an L host is it exempts only the property owners. So people who are on the FLOSS, everybody gets property tax relief, but on the L host, only residential property owners or homesteaded properties get taxpayer relief. So she said it's best that y'all stay with FLOSS. So just wanted to get an understanding on that particular project.
Okay.
When was the work session? Was that June 24th or July 1st?
The what's next Wednesday?
24th, next Wednesday?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't have it on there. Yeah.
You hadn't sent calendar invites out yet?
Not yet. We'll get them out tonight.
Oh, okay.
We live by those things.
Yes. I don't want to add anything on there.
Okay, all right.
I have one question, Mr. Moses. Do you,
Yes, sir.
and without going into much detail, have we reached back to Mayor Stacy about the issue in Riceboro on the youth center?
I had a verbal conversation with him about what all we're doing.
Okay.
We're actually doing some research in terms of all the stuff that we have done for the place. Got with Mr. Rose, I believe the IGA, making sure that they were doing
Okay.
Also share with them that conversation about the light bill, Samantha and her staff pulled those numbers, people are paying for that, all their power bills back in August.
Okay.
So we're doing what we say we're.
Yeah, you know, just, and I guess we all know, you know, when we have those intergovernmental agreements, until they change, they need to be honored by everyone. I mean, that's, you know, you can make a change. Even Irene Thomas Park, you know, there was some talk about, you know, is this ours, is this theirs? If it's an agreement, it should be spelled out. And if you ever want to get back to the point where, you know, let's sit down again and revisit it. After that revisiting, if there's changes made, then that's the new agreement. But, you know, right in the middle of the stream, decide out, well, you know, this is not mine, this is yours, should be yours. That's kind of, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't
We're working on that, because you're right, we found some other things too where there
be. Yeah, it's probably a lot of stuff.
were just
down there.
verbal
Yeah.
agreements.
Well, and I know of a verbal agreement, because I've never seen it written, but I was involved in it. But we had years ago, because of the kind of mowing that we do, more detail with zero-turn mowers versus what Clinton them do with tractors. And Hinesville in this county, you know, go in and out. From the DA's office, you're in the county. But that's a sidewalk with detail mowing, so we decided that we would do that. Going down 15th Street into Gate 7, you're in the county, then you're in the city, then you're in the county. So we swapped that and gave all that to the county because they got the tractors. And we took Airport Road, which is all, you know, curb and gutter. But you're in the city, you're in the county, and then you're in the city again. So, and I don't know if that was ever written.
Yeah.
But it was kind of handshaking, we started doing it. And I don't think we need to write it, but if we do, we might need to.
Right, because what happened is.
It's probably a lot of stuff like that.
You leave and Clinton leave, then the information leaves with it a lot of times.
Where's Clinton? I'm leaving first. Wait. He's still he already gone.
He beat you to it.
He already left, yeah.
All right, Chair and Taylor, motion to adjourn.
No movement,
Second.
Chairman.
All in favor? Stand adjourned. Thank you. The